Hey there, thanks for tuning in to the Spec Designs podcast. Today we're breaking down how to make your plumbing company stand out in a crowded market in under 20 minutes.
And it's a really tough problem. If you're running the business, you feel that labor shortage,
Yeah.
right? But for the homeowner, with a kitchen drain backing up at dinner time,
Oh, it's a totally different world for them.
totally different. For them, it's a too many choices problem. They search on their phone, they get 5 companies right there in the map, 50 more below that, and they have to decide, like, right now.
That's it. And that choice overload is paralyzing. The battle isn't about, opening 10 different websites and finding the absolute lowest price.
Oh.
It's about attention, trust, and really response time. If your only move is to be the cheapest guy in town, you're signaling low value before you even pick up the phone.
Exactly. So our mission today is to give you a clear, actionable game plan pulled from the latest industry blogs. The whole goal isn't to be the cheapest. It's to be the easiest to choose.
The easiest to choose. I like that.
Yeah. And we're going to cover 4 simple levers that help you build that trust on autopilot, starting with your most basic tool, your messaging.
Okay, let's break that down. Because if your website or the side of your truck just says, we do all residential and commercial plumbing,
Yeah.
you sound like everybody.
You sound like every single competitor in your zip code.
Yeah.
Broad services are fine to offer.
Yeah.
Of course, you can fix a toilet and run a sewer camera. But broad messaging is it's forgettable.
So you're saying don't try to be everything to everyone in your ads.
Right. Because a clear niche, it acts like a customer shortcut. It's a mental filter.
Yeah.
When a homeowner has a really specific high-stress problem, like they think they have a slab leak, they're not looking for a generalist.
No, they're looking for a specialist.
They're looking for the slab leak detection specialist.
Mhm.
The niche tells them instantly, these are the people for my very specific, very expensive problem.
So how focused should a company be? I mean, if I say my focus is only on water heaters, am I just cutting off all that other potential work?
That is the common fear. But it's not really how it works. Operationally, you still take all the good jobs that come in, but your marketing focuses on your anchor service.
Okay.
And that focus, it simplifies everything. Your ads, your website pages, even how your team talks about what you do. You just need a quick checklist. Ask yourself 3 things. Who are we serving?
Yeah.
Homeowners, property managers.
Got it.
2, what do we do best? Is it speed? Cleanliness? And then number 3, why does that matter to the customer? That why is the hook. Is it less downtime? Clearer pricing?
That makes sense. We pulled some really good examples from the blog material. Strong niche lanes that have high margins, things like drain and sewer, hydrojetting, camera inspections, or specializing in water heaters, especially tankless systems.
Don't forget the really high-stress ones. True emergency response, and I mean true 24/7 service, not leave a message and we'll call you back.
Right, not an answering machine.
Exactly. Or trenchless repair. That's a huge one because it solves the customer's biggest fear, which is having their whole yard destroyed.
Now, when you're choosing that anchor service, the blogs made a really strong point about looking beyond just profit. They brought up a third thing, team fit. Why is that so important?
This is such a huge insight. So let's say you identify that drain cleaning is super profitable in your area,
Okay.
but your 2 best, most experienced techs, they absolutely hate drain calls. They hate crawling under houses, that frustration.
Mm-hmm.
It will bleed into the customer experience.
I can see that.
It shows up in sloppy cleanup, maybe bad attitude, and eventually 1-star reviews. If your team is happier and better at doing tankless installs, that should be your brand anchor. You can't fake enthusiasm. The customer will always notice.
Wow, that's a powerful connection.
Right.
Your internal culture is basically creating your external marketing. So once you have that niche, the next step is a unique selling proposition, a USP. The blogs say it has to be a promise the customer can actually test.
Yes, it has to have teeth. It can't just be a slogan like your friendly neighborhood plumber. A great example was something like on time or we call you first. That's testable.
So what kind of proof do you need to back that up?
You have to build the systems that deliver the proof. If you promise to be on time, you need text alerts, maybe GPS tracking for the customer, and tight arrival windows. No more of that sometime between noon and 4 stuff.
Huh, right. Right.
And if you promise upfront options, no pressure, then you need good, better, best estimates in writing before the work starts. The rule is, if you can't prove it with a photo, a warranty, or a checklist, don't promise it.
That honest, proof-based approach is just so much more valuable than a flashy ad. And that brings us perfectly to the second lever, visibility. You have the niche, now you need people to find you. In a crowded market, the best plumber is usually just the one people see first.
And trust fastest, absolutely. Local SEO, it's still about the basics, but what's changing is the output. With AI summaries and voice search, Google is trying to give one perfect answer. If your site isn't clear and fast, you're not even in the running for that answer.
So let's talk website basics. Forget design for a second. Functionally, what does a plumbing website need to do to get that call?
It has two jobs: be fast and reduce doubt. It has to load instantly on a phone. That's where people are searching. You need a big click-to-call button that stays on the screen. And clear service area info.
And the trust factor.
Oh, non-negotiable. Licensed, insured, years in business, all that. But the real difference maker: ditch the stock photos.
Please.
Please. Show real photos of your actual technicians, your actual trucks. That simple human element just lowers anxiety immediately.
And that authenticity should carry over to your service pages, right? You can't just lump everything together.
Right. If trenchless repair is your anchor, it needs its own dedicated page. Same for water heaters. Build separate pages for your main profit centers and for your location pages if you serve 4 main towns.
You can't just copy and paste the same paragraph for each one.
No, Google is way too smart for that now. That's an old dead tactic. If you make a page for, say, Willow Creek, put a real job photo from Willow Creek on it. Add a little FAQ about common issues in the homes there. Provide real value.
Okay, let's talk about the best free marketing tool out there. Your Google Business Profile, or GBP. This is not a set it and forget it thing.
No, you should treat it like weekly maintenance. It takes, 20 to 30 minutes a week? Super simple. Number 1, add new job photos.
Yeah.
Before and afters are pure gold.
Okay.
Number 2, post one short update, like a seasonal tip. 3, check the Q&A section. And finally, reply to all of your reviews, good and bad.
Reviews are everything. They're the currency of trust. So what about the psychology of the ask? When is the right time to ask a customer for a review?
The timing is critical. You ask when the customer is most relieved. So not when you give them the quote and not 2 weeks later in an email.
When then?
It's right after the job is done, everything's cleaned up, and the tech is about to leave. That feeling of release is what powers a 5-star review.
And the script for asking should be pretty simple, I imagine.
Effortless. Something like, hey, if this was a good experience, would you mind leaving us a quick Google review? It helps a local company like ours a lot. I can text you the link right now.
And you just send the link.
Send the link. 2 rules. Don't bribe them, and make it incredibly easy.
But what about the bad reviews? The 1-star review that's totally unfair. A lot of owners feel like responding just makes it worse.
That's such a common feeling, but it's a mistake. Your reply is not for the person who wrote the review. It's for the next 100 potential customers who are reading it.
That's the key.
That's the key. Your reply shows how you act when things go wrong. So you respond fast, stay calm, and immediately try to take the conversation offline. Something like, please call our office so we can make this right.
Yeah.
It shows you're a professional.
And that professionalism brings us right to our third lever: building trust with a standout customer experience. The niche gets the click, the reviews get the call, but the experience is what closes the deal.
Plumbing is, at its core, a trust purchase. You're letting a stranger into your home during a crisis. A predictable, smooth experience. That's what leads to better close rates and more 5-star reviews. Being easy to work with is a massive competitive edge.
So what are the details that really matter? Because every company says they're reliable.
It's the little things the customer actually notices. Tight arrival windows, yes, but also a text message when the tech is on the way.
That's huge.
It's huge. And standardizing things like putting on shoe covers and laying down floor protection. Make it a visible part of your process every single time.
Communication, too, I'm guessing.
Absolutely. A short, simple explanation of the problem before starting work, and a clear review of the bill before asking for payment. No surprises. And a cleanup routine for every single job.
The blog material had a great bonus step in there about using job notes.
Yes. Job notes are so powerful. If you replaced a sump pump in 2024, maybe the tech also notes the age of the water heater. The next time that customer calls, you can reference that. It makes them feel remembered, and it makes you more efficient.
That attention to detail has to extend to pricing. The sources really stress pricing clarity, but not just racing to be the cheapest. Why does confusion cause so much price shopping?
Because fear drives shopping. When a customer doesn't understand a quote, they immediately assume they're being ripped off. You have to explain your model. Is it flat rate from a price book, or time and materials for a tricky diagnostic? Be clear.
And offering options helps with that stress.
It changes the entire dynamic. You're not just a repairman dictating a price. You're a consultant offering solutions. Always offer 2 or 3 options: a good, better, and best. The customer feels like they're in control because they're choosing, not just accepting a cost.
And the last piece of that experience puzzle is the guarantee.
A clear, written workmanship guarantee is the ultimate stress killer. It tells the customer you're confident in your work, and it stops them from saying, okay, let me get 2 more quotes, because they already feel safe with your promise.
That leads us right into the final lever. Market smarter with proof and referrals. You've done the work, you've delivered a great experience, now you use that to get the next job. When a pipe bursts, people want proof you've solved this exact problem before.
Proof beats promises. Every time. Your phone's camera is your best marketing tool. You should constantly be creating content that shows your results.
What kind of content actually works for a plumber, though?
Think tangible results. Before and after photos of a clear drain, maybe with the camera view. 30-second tip videos are great, like how to shut off your main water valve, or even a what this fix cost and why video where you just walk through the parts and labor. It builds so much trust.
And the goal isn't to go viral.
No, the goal is consistency. Keep the caption simple. Mention the city, the problem, the result. Post it weekly to your Google business profile and social media. That consistent stream of proof builds familiarity.
Okay, let's talk referrals. Even with a great experience, they don't just happen automatically.
No, you have to design referral loops. Things like seasonal maintenance reminders or an easy rebooking link right in the invoice make it easier for them to call you again than to start a new search.
And the blogs mentioned creating local partner lanes. Who should plumbers be networking with?
Realtors, property managers, restoration companies,
Huh.
and other contractors like HVAC techs and electricians. They constantly run into plumbing problems. Find a reliable partner in each trade and just feed each other work.
And for the actual referral offer for customers?
Keep it small, local, and consistent. A simple, $25 gift card to a local restaurant for a successful referral often works better than some huge, rare prize. It's easy, and it feels like a genuine thank you.
It really brings it all full circle. Standing out is just systematically building these 4 things: a clear niche, strong local visibility, an amazing customer experience, and then marketing with proof. Do that, and your marketing just becomes trust on autopilot.
It becomes your greatest asset.
That's a powerful way to put it. The goal across all of this is just to make the decision safe for the customer. So here's a final thought for you today. What is one promise you can make about speed, clarity, or cleanup that you can immediately prove with a photo or a checklist? Find that one thing and start marketing it tomorrow.
Go design that proof.
Thank you for listening to the Spec Designs podcast. We hope you feel well informed and ready to apply this knowledge. If you want to dive deeper into any of these strategies, be sure to follow and subscribe wherever you get your content. And please contact Spec Designs with any questions or blog topics that you want to know more about. We'll catch you next time.